21, 23. If I want him to stay alive until I come again, what is that to you? You follow me. Now this is gonna get really interesting. Every single one of the apostles, disciples, Andrew was
The
crucified.
Bible is
Bartholomew
mysterious,
being
y'all.
crucified. James.
The Bible mysterious, y'all. It's mysterious now. That's why when people be like, it's only half true, but it don't matter. It's all there though. You just got once you decode it, it's all true. That's the trick in it. Honestly, I don't think they could have rewrote. They go for Quran and all that. I don't think we gotta understand, y'all. Black magic and magic from then to now has been diluted bad. So, like I tell people, everything we make equipment for, we already could do naturally. Like over there in the country where rocks float or hang upside down or whatever because of the magnitude or whatever. The Fast and Furious movie, when they used the magnets to bring the car, all that was already here. So, you got to think, of course, they made the pyramids like that. And it's really hard to say slavery really existed when they used their knowledge, their wisdom together. What I'm trying to say is that it had to been the Tower of Babel, bro, that broke us all down like this, which understandable then. And that might be why God has so much mercy on them. But like I was obese for a long time as a child. I couldn't get rid of weight. No matter what I did, I couldn't get. It irritated me because if I gained too much weight, my lung was already no good. If I gained too much weight, I'm really no good. So I had to start studying ancient stuff, how they used to eat, how they used to live, and I started applying it to my own life, and it worked dramatically. Like I always forget the name of them sweet pies or whatever, but in that zombie movie when Buddy kept going crazy over them pies, that was like a real, like them pies don't get old or something. That sweet, there's something about that sweet that don't hurt you or something. It will too much of course, anything, too much of anything, but it ain't like our sweet. So it's like their evolution was a lot more prominent, I guess you could say, satisfying than ours today. Because it seems like, it ain't no seem like they did. They evolved with nature. So they basically let electric, and energy basically, and nature evolve together. They didn't go around nature like we do today. You know, oh, just make some GMO food. It's just as good as the food. No, it ain't. Ain't no nutrients in it. Put some metal in the water. You know what I'm saying? Contaminate the air. Why are you even doing that? It's like, why are you making the decision to even do that? Because you got a company. Let's say it's the first time somebody built cars. And you got a company that can make you a lot of money. You willing to sacrifice the ozone layer? Okay. I hope we don't do that no more for the future. I hope for like the water engine and all that. That's a good way. That's a good path right there. I think with that you can still use pipes, ain't it? Mufflers, I'm calling. But and right now, at this moment, it's not too late for us to. We got somewhat of technology, right? We understand the basics of technology. We understand the basic of nature. Now is the perfect time to develop both of them as one. Because if we keep leaning on just one of them, we gonna destroy the other. You get what I'm saying? And both of these are a necessity. They both are a necessity. So we must evolve to get. And then first, it's so many. Like a lot of people I feel like it's scared because of money and they're gonna lose job. Not if you do what's right. Everything don't nothing need to be taken out. Everything just need to be evolved. Nothing need to be. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm planning on having a Jetson house in the future, so I might need insurance. Cause you know birds gonna hit the windows and stuff. I need insurance to replace the windows. You get what I'm saying? Like, what is everybody talking about, bro? You just want to Karen, a bunch of Karen. We're gonna put all the Karen. That's a better way of saying narcissist. We're gonna put all the Karen somewhere else. Cause they getting on our nerves. They stagnated. Something got them stagnated. We gotta recognize. Don't just recognize cycles in drug addicts. Recognize cycles in normal everyday people. Like, that's gonna help us a lot. Cause a cycle is a cycle at the end of the day. It don't matter what kind of cycle it is. And if you stuck in a cycle, then your heart done been seared. If your heart done been seared, you stuck in a cycle, which in turn meaning you ain't doing good. Your energy probably done left you and evacuated. And now you got corporations and businesses, people work for you. Everybody finna go bankrupt just about one by one. That's karma. That's the way it works. I can tell we all waking up now though, because I didn't recognize this at first. And it seemed like I would have been able to recognize it more being involved in them situations than I do now. Well, I'm not involved in nothing. But that's like whatever happened in 2019, 2018, something changed in the atmosphere. But the Bible is mysterious, bro. It is. That's why when I realized how deeply rooted it is, and I done already learned basically the basics of the other religions, I went on here and went back to the Bible where I know more, what I know best. And I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did. Thank God I did that. Because it's got powers. That book got powers, bro. But it's like it don't activate until you elevate. I don't care what nobody say. I can if I was around if I was in front of thousands of people right now, I could show how the Bible got powers. And I never noticed this before. And maybe I did, but me and Guy had built a relationship. Like it was like when my parents left me at 12, it was like seeing that God couldn't be right here with me in the physical. I took the Bible everywhere. Now, in these streets, it was a lot of people who would cut the inside of the Bible out and put drugs in, and immediately they went crazy. And they were like some of the biggest killers and dope dealers that we had. And they, as soon as they put drugs in the Bible, that they were getting away, they were hitting licks now. They would pass the Bibles around with drugs in it. Man, they all went crazy immediately, bro. How I know? Because at that time, I was able to work legally. And I used to have to ride this van with people that go crazy or people that got dismembered, you know, people that had limbs and stuff missing, and help them on and off the bus. And some of these people went crazy because of that. It ain't nothing to play with now. The most I was gonna do one time, 'cause I had a real bad weed habit, was take one of the papers and smoke it. I'm glad I didn't. That was the worst I was gonna do to a Bible one time. But I didn't do that though. But anyway, it's something about it, bro. So it didn't matter what kind of position I played in life, bad or good, I took the Bible with me. And I prayed and asked God for understanding, because it wasn't like I wanted to sell drugs. It wasn't like I wanted to be in the street like most people are today. I was just trying to survive. It was a means to survive. It was a means of living, a way of living. And I always made goals. The goals was, once I meet my quota, I promised God I'd get out of this lifestyle and move into a more sustainable lifestyle, legal lifestyle that's more appropriate for the Creator. But they were like, John the Baptist never died. I never thought about that. It's like, wow, I don't read the Bible a lot, and I never paid attention to certain things. And I was like, wow. So they're like, Cain and John the Baptist never died, I guess. Or Jesus would say, I'll let you leave till I come back. Jesus knew, he knew, like, when you elevated up here, Like, I be telling y'all a lot about hell, but by this point, I know a lot about heaven. I just don't feel like y'all deserve it yet. But it's getting that point where my ancestors, I think they told me the other day I could start talking about it, but they ain't really gave me enough info. Like, I already got the info, but they gotta wake up the DNA, you know. I just remember hell vividly, of course. But not vivid enough though to warn y'all. But um, like I said, it's just when you start elevating, it's like none of this stuff activates till you elevate. Okay, and in my group, I had Mandinga. I had in my squad, it was a squad built for the time. I had Mandinga. I had people around where I could, if you know how people send women to your house, I send a man to your house. You know what I'm saying? So it was like everybody in my group had a different problem. Everybody wasn't junkie. Everybody wasn't the same. Whatever the issue was, everybody was different. But I wish I knew back then what I know now. But it wouldn't have been no different though, because some of this stuff you ain't able to learn until you get older. You know, you shouldn't be able to learn until you get older. So honestly, I'm pretty young to be getting this kind of information. But the information is so pure. It's like, man, because I started feeling a long time ago I was in cycles. No matter if I had money, at this time I had money. And it wasn't nothing I could buy to make me not feel like I wasn't in no cycle. And the only time in my life that I finally felt I wasn't in a cycle no more, and this wasn't no joke, and God didn't put us as slaves to build this place, is when I got back on my path. And when I got back on my path, it was like, okay, this is a bed, but it's also the opportunity to clean up. And remember I told y'all, you can't get rid of energy. Energy is like plastic to God. What you gonna do with it? So, your energy gotta go somewhere. So, you know, when I got on my path, and it's like everything restructured and turned around. And it was like, oh, I'm in this situation because of something I did in a past lifetime. Because I noticed that the energy, no matter where I would travel to, the energy the same. The same energy, like the people different, the vibe is different, the atmosphere is different, but the energy is the same. And I'm like, whoa, this is just starting to freak me out. And I think that's why a lot of scientists and teachers get to the point where we just slave God, just put us here to build it, and they're probably upset with God, but that is so not true. When I got on my path, it was like, all right, let's say my mama was a drug addict, my daddy was a Rolling Stone. Now this is part of the generational curse. Now, when I got on my path, I could see the damage that done even before them, like where they got it from, and they didn't even fix it. I could see the damage that was done. When you get in these clouded mindsets, you start to steal inheritance. You start to steal, especially if you wealthy or you come from a rich family. You trying to keep that persona. You in a position where you can steal and get away with it for years, at least until you die. And that's when you get those parents that don't give a damn about nobody but themselves. And there's a lot more of those in the earth than you can imagine. But when I got on my path, it was like everything restructured. Now it's making sense. It's like, if I fix this, which don't even take money to fix, automatically, my kids and their kids is going to go down the path of generational wealth instead of generational curses. And then it made sense to me. That's why everything's a cycle. That's why everything's a circle. It's because it's meant to be. It's a situation to when you go over there in the astro, you probably stuck over there or in a position over there where you can't move forward. Because like I told y'all, over there, it's not cycles. It's broad and vast. It ain't no matrix over there, basically what I'm trying to say. And if it is, you wouldn't know about it. And you would be thankful that God is there to tell you what to do. Over here, God know what the problem is over there. It's like over here, and it might have started from over here, I don't know. But I know you come over here to fix that problem. So it's like as we fix this problem, as individual, everybody in the world got a particular reason to be here. Everybody got a reason to be here, and I could go in detail how it ain't what you doing, but then I damage the whole world. That's something for you to find out for yourself. But everybody got a reason, y'all. And so if you knew how off you was, and that's why I said once again I gotta thank the spiritualists because it was from their guidance. I mean, it was God guiding me to all this, but it was from their guidance that it made it easy for me to get right back on track. But anyway, once I got on track, and people come here and bother me, I be trying to warn them, don't do nothing stupid, because it's angels and demons all around me, bro. They're going to devour your ass, because I'm sitting in my purpose. That's why I always go back to Nipsey. I think Nipsey was in his purpose, but I think everything was going so smooth with Nipsey. It does. It goes smooth. And it's going to get that way for me one day. One day you're going to have a choice. But you're going to know by this time, should you stay where you at and finish what God told you to do, or should you go over with Satan and live the life of your dreams? And a lot of us, just by accident, we're going to automatically assume Satan vision is God's dream for us. And thank God I pray for those, because you'll never know. Like that's the one thing I pray for the most, is God don't let me get deceived by Satan, because their energy is so close, and you know what I'm saying? And they, like I said, they get on all fours to break when you on your path to derail you. Thank God for meditation and prayer, because that's why y'all see me pray and meditate a lot. And it's really not, for me, it ain't really good the way I do it, because I feel like I use God in some way. But it's like, I know now when I'm getting off path. You can get off your path from conversations, y'all. Simple conversation. And it can mislead you. That's why I don't hold too much conversation with people unless it's business. I don't miss business with pleasure. Thank God I never did that. And I ain't ruined from it. And that's what's ruining a lot of businesses today. I didn't do that. I was glad to get off work, had a lot of money, and I can go and venture out and find my own honey somewhere that ain't got nothing to do with what I do to make money. Everybody else love the asset. I hated. That was the one thing I hated about the working field. I hated the fact that I had to see so much adultery. It was so much adultery, fornication, and you'll be amazed how much adultery is done in the working field. And it was just terrible. And it wasn't terrible to the point where I would bother people about it, say nothing. It was terrible to my spirit, like I just felt low vibrational for being around these kind of people. So I kept trying to elevate myself out of them situations, period, bro. I just got tired of it. Like when most people indulge in it and participate in it, they feel like it done got to the point where so many people do it, they feel like it's something to do. It ain't never been like that for me. That's why my craft is good. That's why y'all used to get mad when I said, this ain't a gift, I work for it. God didn't, I can say it's a gift, but God knows my heart. I work for everything I did, bro, except this drawing. I just got this drawing, and it ain't rich. It ain't called drawing, though. It's called carving. And it's actually a trick to open up your third eye. It really ain't drawing. I can leave it like that if I want to. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of them is pretty much maybe like drawing. The rest of them probably like a drawing, except for this one right here. But I was hoping by this time I was going to make a puzzle board out of it and sell it. And it was going to be a hot seller like the Ouija board, but hell, all this shit got backed up, bro, with all these thieves, these bums that thought they were rich. Yeah, honey, get that bag. If y'all knew what they were doing with the bag, y'all would be, even the ones that work for them, you would wish you never dealt with those people, bro. They were filling all their hoes up with everything, anything, and they was having fun doing it. That's why God had to stop them. God had to lock them up, put them in a perplexed state, or kill them, because they done fell in love with lust. And that's when that heart gets seared. Not understanding that you can't even enjoy lust without your ancestors participating or helping you. You think they participating and helping you in your lust. They're not. They're trying to keep you up. They're trying to hold you up because they know you're not on your path. And they know if you keep on doing this, they're going to have to drop you. And you're going to have to reincarnate again and live this life the same way again without all that lust and fun. God going to tell you what you thought was having fun and what you thought what you were supposed to be doing, that is exactly what you are not supposed to be doing. And then you're going to be upset with the fact that you got to be reincarnated, come right back to this life with that baby brain, and you ain't going to remember what God just told you. Dangerous. That's why everybody be like traditional. I guess they feel like they probably feel like and they think that I think my life is stressful. My life is not stressful. I feel good. I feel great. For me not to have nothing, been robbed for everything I got, even my family and my kid, and disowned by my own family and being trapped and kidnapped by my own, and locked in a room with nothing and had to use scrap parts to create a room and a bed out of, and I'm still able to smile and get on here and be thankful and thank God, and all this happened to me in the last 5 years. No, I'm great. And then if I did get $1, and that's what everybody really mad about, that they know if I get one job, it don't matter what kind of job it is at this point, I'm gonna be the happiest man alive. And for you females out there that did it because I was doing good and riding, I'm gonna still ride good. I might even work beside you at McDonald's. It's your choice. It's your choice of thinking. It's your choice of reason. You spend all your money on drugs and sex. That's why you don't have anything. Duh. Let me say that again. It's a choice of reason. You spend all your money on drugs and sex, and that's why you don't have everything, don't have nothing, and you're not getting anything. You might steal something, but karma gonna come right back around and make you wish you never stole a thing. Quit playing yourself. That's a cycle. Oh, you did it? I'm gonna lock you up. And the police, you're gonna sleep with the cops. They're gonna lock you up 2 days, what they supposed to give you 10 years for, and let you back out so you can sacrifice somebody else. That's a cycle. All cycles. Now, what happened in a cycle like that? A good innocent bystander gonna lose their life. So that's why I say it's more in the judicial physical system now. Right now, y'all got a lot of cleaning up to do. Friends, y'all in that buddy system. I ain't never had it. That's another thing I don't do when I work. I don't got no buddy system. And even if me and my homeboy from the same hood and we driving to a job and he know that I got a high rank at that job, he gonna be like, hey man, you think I'm gonna tell him straight up before we get to the job, I ain't doing none of that. I'm gonna do my job. I ain't gonna bite my tongue about it. I don't care who they is. They could look like the viciousest murderer that ever got out of jail. All the women love them and everybody else love them. But I'm gonna tell them going from 15 minutes away to the job from my house, I'm gonna say, don't look for me to do nothing for you. And you know the next thing gonna come out, well, how can I make more money? What I need to do to keep my job? That's good. Them good questions.